Khwisero.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44.2c, I rise to request for a statement from the Chairperson of the Department Committee on Administration and National Security regarding scrapping the application fees for issuance of identity cards. Honorable Speaker, every Kenyan is entitled to issuance of a national identification card upon attainment of a maturity age of 18 years. Possession of this ID card is especially critical in facilitating Kenyans' youth to access basic services such as university and college funding, employment opportunity, recruitment to disciplined forces, and enrollment for financial services such as M-Pesa and banking. Sadly, Honorable Speaker, the government requirement for payment of a mandatory application fee of 300 Kenya shillings is hindering many teenage first-time applicants from acquiring national identity cards. Clearly, at the age of 18 years, teenagers applying for these identification cards do not have income of their own to pay fees and to meet other related costs, such as convenience fees charged by Huduma centers. Additionally, teenagers who do not have parents or guardians to pay for the application fees for them to fail to apply for identification cards due to the cost implications. As a result, most young people are not only delayed from timely access to opportunities requiring ID cards, but also the enjoyment of the inherent identity as citizens of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and National Security on the following. Clarification on the justification for levying and application fee of 300 Kenya shillings for issuance of national identity cards for first-time teenagers applicants who do not have their own income. And two, the action being taken to immediately scrap the application fee for the first-time teenage applicants in order to remove the prohibitive financial obligation and hinders them from obtaining the critical document. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Russo. Yes, proceed. You want to respond to him? Let's give them a timeline.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I think that issue is a hot issue in the country because if youngsters don't have anything, they live with their parents, and they are told to get an ID card, they must pay for it. I think it's something that we have not yet reached that stage, even as a country. Yes, in developed countries, youngsters start working from as early as 15 years, and they have some income. So for that reason, I think as a committee, we will need a serious debate with the department, and we'll give a comprehensive response by the time we are through with the recess. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Russo, the fees, that was in it was gazetted regulations, or how was it implemented?
Actually, Madam Speaker, the fees were gazetted. It was just as a means of raising revenue by the department. But there was not concerted discussion with even the Committee of Parliament. So for that reason, whereas it is out there in the public domain, I think we need to review that position because it raises fundamental issue. There are those children of members of Parliament. They can afford it. What about the children of peasants who don't have anything, even affording a meal a day? So for that reason, I think we will work on it, and after the recess, we'll be able to respond to it. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Because I'm assuming that it should have been given, it should have come to the Committee for Delegated Legislation, because then that's at the point that they could approve or nullify it. So maybe liaise with that committee. And then we, thank you. Okay, the next request for a statement.